This is not financial advice, not legal advice for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Double check you're still subscribed to the channel. Double check your notifications are on, and double check that like button is working properly, because these bad actors are doing everything in their power to suppress the channel so more people don't become aware of the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market. Now, this video has nothing to do with any stock or anything like that. But here's the thing. The head of the CFTC, or the acting chair rather, Caroline Farm, is going back to the private sector. Okay? And while everybody should be entitled to work where they want to work, when they want to work, because we live in a free country, allegedly, I believe this is one of the main reasons why we have no accountability in the United States financial market. There needs to be some rules put in place where once you leave government service, you should not be able to go work in the private sector and work for companies that are being overseen by the company you just left. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. She leaves the CFTC. She's going to go work for a private company that is being policed by the CFTC. Do you think there'll be any real enforcement of that company while she's there? In my opinion, of course not. And that is the problem with the United States financial market. You have this revolving door with private sector workers going into public service. And in this public service, they are policing. They are policing their buddies, the guys they've worked with for 10, 15, 20 years. Are they going to police them properly? Of course they're not. And now Caroline Farm, when she goes to her private sector 7-figure job, if they violate the law or violate the rules, do you think the CFTC is going to go after them hard and make sure they don't violate the laws? More than likely not. Okay, more than likely not. In my opinion, people should not be able to transition directly from government service into private service in sectors that they were enforcing or regulating while they were in public service, and vice versa. If you leave private service, you cannot go and work for a government agency that's policing the industry that you just left from. I mean, that is a definite conflict of interest, and everybody who has basic common sense knows it. But somehow, the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI, the politicians, nobody sees a problem with this. And that is why these criminals can naked short AMC, GME, MMTLP, NWBO, MULN, and a whole lot of other stocks with no real repercussions. And the thing is, they do it right in our faces. The fraud and corruption is blatant. They don't even try to hide it anymore because they know nobody's going to hold them accountable. And especially if the person that's running the company right now used to be the head of the CFTC, or the head of the SEC, or the head of the DTCC, or the head of FINRA, or the head of the DOJ, or the head of the FBI. In private sector, we see what Citadel is trying to do in Florida and New York. They're trying to do non-compete agreements where you cannot work for another company for 4 years if you leave Citadel. Okay? So why Why? If Citadel can stop their employees from working in that industry for 4 years, why the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI, and all our other federal agencies can't bar federal employees from working in that industry for 4 years? Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think it's a conflict of interest for the acting chair of the CFTC to go work in the private sector in a company that she was just policing? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.